Remember that feeling? The one where you thought you had finally made it. You worked hard, got that promotion, and felt on top of the world. You celebrated by buying that amazing thing you thought you needed. Remember the rush? The excitement of unboxing it? The thrill of owning something new? Then, remember how quickly that rush faded? How the excitement turned into just another item on the shelf? You were on to the next thing, the next purchase, the next quick fix. That was me, always chasing, never satisfied, trapped on the treadmill of more. More work, more stress, more stuff. I had the closet stuffed with clothes I never wore, items with tags still on them, waiting for the perfect occasion that never came. A kitchen overflowing with gadgets I never used, each one promising to make life easier but only adding to the chaos. And a heart that felt strangely empty. The worst part? The emptiness inside me grew with each new purchase. I was working myself to the bone, just to buy more stuff I didn't need. Late nights, early mornings, all for things that brought no real joy. It felt like I was drowning, surrounded by possessions, yet starving for something real, something meaningful. One day I stumbled upon this idea, minimalism. A concept that seemed so foreign yet so intriguing. At first I thought, minimalism? That's for monks and artists, not for someone like me. How could living with less be the answer? But something about the concept of living with less, owning only things that brought joy and value, resonated deep within me. I started small, one drawer, one item at a time, one corner of a room. Slowly, I began to see the difference. The space, the clarity, the peace. What I discovered during that initial purge was shocking. It wasn't just physical clutter I was holding onto. It wasn't just clutter I was holding onto. It was guilt, fear, and a whole lot of what-ifs. Memories tied to objects, emotions trapped in things. What if I got rid of something and regretted it later? What if I needed it someday? These thoughts plagued me. What if I needed it someday? What if I was making a mistake? These questions kept me stuck for far too long. But then I realized the real mistake was holding on to things that held me back. The real value was in the freedom to let go and make space for what truly mattered. Letting go of things, even things I never used, was surprisingly emotional. Each item seemed to hold a memory, a moment in time that I was reluctant to release. It was as if these objects were anchors, tying me to a past that I was afraid to let go of. It felt like I was letting go of parts of my identity, my past, even my future. These items represented dreams, aspirations, and moments of joy and sorrow. They were tangible pieces of my life's journey, and parting with them felt like erasing chapters of my story. But with every item I donated, sold, or recycled, a strange thing started to happen. I began to feel a sense of relief, a lightness that I hadn't anticipated. It was as if each item I let go of was a weight lifted off my shoulders. I didn't feel less, I felt lighter. The empty spaces in my home started to feel like opportunities rather than voids. I began to see the beauty and simplicity in having room to breathe and think. The fear of what if was slowly replaced by a sense of freedom. Freedom from the clutter that had once consumed my space and my mind. I found myself more at peace, more present in the moment. Freedom from the burden of stuff, freedom from the pressure to keep up with the Joneses, freedom to focus on what truly mattered. I realized that my worth wasn't tied to the things I owned, but to the experiences I cherished and the relationships I nurtured. The initial steps were the hardest. Each decision to let go was met with hesitation and doubt. But with each step forward, the path became clearer and the benefits more apparent. But once I started experiencing the benefits, there was no turning back. The clarity and peace that came with a decluttered space were addictive. I found joy in the simplicity and the intentionality of my new lifestyle. My minimalist journey became less about deprivation and more about intentionality. It was about making conscious choices, about surrounding myself with things that truly mattered and letting go of the rest. I learned to ask myself powerful questions, questions that guided my decisions and helped me stay true to my new path. Does this item bring me joy? Does it add value to my life in a meaningful way? Do I use it regularly? Is it something that serves a purpose or enhances my daily life? Does it align with the life I want to create? Is it in harmony with my goals and aspirations for the future? If the answer was no, I knew it was time to let it go. And with each release, I felt a step closer to the life I truly wanted to live. A life of freedom, clarity, and intentionality. Let's talk about the money, honey. It's a topic that often brings a mix of excitement and anxiety, because one of the most tangible and immediate benefits of minimalism was its impact on my finances. It was like a breath of fresh air in a room that had been stifling for far too long. Remember that drowning feeling I mentioned? A big part of that was financial stress. The constant worry about bills, the anxiety of mounting debt, and the never-ending cycle of spending more than I earned. I was stuck in a cycle of overspending, credit card debt, and never feeling like I had enough. It was a vicious loop that seemed impossible to break. Minimalism helped me break free. It wasn't just about getting rid of stuff. It was about gaining control over my life and my finances. By consciously choosing to buy less, I naturally started spending less. It was a simple yet profound shift in mindset. I stopped falling for impulse purchases, stopped chasing sales, and started appreciating the value of what I already owned. Each item I kept had a purpose and brought me joy. It wasn't just about saving money, it was about understanding my relationship with money. I began to see money as a tool, not a source of stress. Minimalism helped me identify my spending triggers, prioritize experiences over possessions, and align my spending with my values. I started to invest in things that truly mattered to me. The result? More money in the bank, less financial stress, and a newfound sense of financial freedom. I could finally breathe easy and enjoy life without the constant worry of financial burdens. And guess what? That freedom opened up a world of possibilities. I could travel more, explore new hobbies, and invest in experiences that enriched my life. Minimalism's magic touch transformed not just my finances, but my entire outlook on life. Section 4: More Than Money, Finding Peace and Purpose. Minimalism is about so much more than just decluttering your home or saving money. It's about decluttering your life, creating space for what truly matters. As I continued my minimalist journey, I noticed a profound shift in my overall well-being. My mind felt calmer, less cluttered. I had more time for things I loved: reading, spending time in nature, connecting with loved ones. My home transformed from a source of stress into a sanctuary, a place of peace and rejuvenation. I started to appreciate the beauty and simplicity, the joy in everyday moments. Minimalism isn't about living with nothing, it's about living with enough. Enough of the things that matter. Enough time for what fuels your soul, enough space to breathe and simply be. Section 5: Your Minimalist Journey, Starting Simple. Ready to embark on your own minimalist journey? Here are a few simple tips to get you started. First, start small. Choose one area: a drawer, a shelf, a corner of a room. Don't try to do everything at once. Second, the 20-20 rule. If you can replace an item for under $20 and find it in under 20 minutes, let it go. Third, one in, one out. For every new item you bring into your home, donate, sell, or recycle one item. Fourth, digital declutter. Unsubscribe from emails you don't read, delete files you no longer need, organize your digital space. And lastly, be patient. Minimalism is a journey, not a destination. Be kind to yourself, take it one step at a time, and enjoy the process. Section 6: Less is truly more. Embracing the freedom. Minimalism has been a life-changing journey for me. It's not just about owning less, it's about living more intentionally, authentically, and joyfully. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of consumerism, the pressure to keep up, the constant need for more. It's about creating space in your life for what truly matters: your values, your passions, your purpose. So I invite you to explore the transformative power of minimalism. You might be surprised by what you find: more time, more money, more peace, more joy, more you. Remember, less is truly more.